What's up guys, it is that Panda Guy. I'm here again with another video, and today we're going to be looking at the last video of this island raid. I wanted to do this before the next island raid came, which it is around the corner, and I'll be trying to do a review on, the brackets and all that. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys nonetheless for watching this. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's hop right into it. So if you guys had watched my last video on this whole, fight and all, you would have seen that we pushed back rain. And the thing is, I think I mentioned this, but rain are nonetheless very formidable, right? And the thing is, holding up their rallies and their mini swarms were much easier, but the second their 180 million players woke up, we were screwed, because in this type of bracket, we just don't have enough manpower to kind of manage these towers enough. And with these freaking dual wielding swarms over here, it's just pretty impossible to hold these towers for a long duration, and the thing is, it would be possible, but we don't have, the players, we don't have the troops, and a lot of the players reinforcing this tower, filling these towers to try to hold it as long as possible, are T4 alts, meaning that, one, not only are they just injuring faster, and the lethality rate is just higher, like at a faster speed. The thing is, these accounts are getting a full hospital, faster than a T5 account would, right? Because if, you're reinforcing with T6 compared to, let's say, T4, right? The thing is, even if, let's say one T6 troop is equivalent to three T4 troops, even if you're trading the exact same, in that number kind of equivalent, like power scale and all that, the thing is, you have your hospital filling a lot faster. You're forced to refresh your hospital a lot more with those lower, kind of your hospital kind of filling a lot faster, right? Not only that, you're just getting a higher, like, I guess, death rate and stuff at a faster speed. And if you're reinforcing with these, lower tiers, they are kind of dropping the tower a lot faster. So although they are useful in some cases, in this type of scenario, it is really rough when you're using like T4 or something to kind of fill a tower. And we just realized at some point that we just didn't have the manpower to kind of uphold this tower, and we started falling back because we knew that it wasn't worth it. And we kind of just let them run through our towers, because the second these their whales woke up, we were just screwed, right? And we kind of would have to wait for them to go back to sleep to kind of go in the offensive, and that's kind of the situation we're faced with, right? So I mean, it is a rough scenario here. That being said, we do go on the offensive a few times. You see here, we're swarming some towers. And the thing is, I usually think that swarming towers like this, I'm very particular about swarms, right? And the thing is, I did it in this case because I did think that it would be more effective, than maybe just swarming any, freaking tower, right? Because the thing is, we were trying to take advantage of where the weaker garrison captains are, and that being said, they didn't have weak garrison captains, just weaker ones, right? Like it's like comparing a T6 player to a high T5 player, and we were going for those with maybe the iffy garrison captains that weren't able to put out a lot of heals, and we tried to drop those really fast, get some good trades, and maybe melt their players as fast as possible. And, the overall plan was to kind of drain and burn out their players, and that somewhat worked for a good majority of their players, but they just had way too many people, and I think we just weren't really at an advantage going in here. And I just think that we were kind of put into I feel like we were fighting an uphill battle kind of going into this. I think we obviously took some really good trades earlier out. We cut them off. We got some good zeros, but the thing is, it's a matter of time here, right? We were rushing. We were trying to push the clock because we knew that the second their big whales woke up, we were kind of screwed. Not only that, we just wanted to make sure that we were able to get these zeros off before these guys were able to get on, kind of reconnect stuff, kind of swarm us down. And, we kind of managed to do all that just before they woke up, thankfully. But, it definitely wasn't an easy job. And also, I don't know why this dude rallied this tower. I think maybe he saw a weak captain. And I think that was yeah, he tried to rally into a weak captain, and I just like walked one troop over, me, myself, garrison captain, took some good trades, and boom. Also here, this was an intentional rally take, and then I end up getting swarmed. I'm going to be fair here. The rally, I intentionally took that, though I think they were trying to anchor me by like tapping me with one march, right? But I mean, if I wanted to port, I would have ported. But they ended up swarming me here, and I didn't think that they would commit it as much as they did. I do end up actually hiding my troops right when I have a full hospital, thankfully. I think I had like 20k deads, so it did get close. I was playing really risky here. My trades weren't the best, as I was hoping that if I got swarmed like this, that I mean, I did actually have it happen where some of the weaker players would swarm me, but I was hoping that they would have tanked a lot of the damage and made my trades really good. But the whales kind of did most of the work. So my trades, I would actually say I traded probably negative in this scenario, and it probably wasn't worth it for me to take this. Not only that, when it came to fighting back later, because we end up actually rallying their tower and stuff just to have a little bit of fun on kind of the end of the island. I didn't actually have enough troops, and my hospital was too full, and I didn't have the speed ups or anything. And I think I just lacked, the oil and all that to kind of heal my troops and actually help with field control. So our field control was lacking. Luckily, how we were kind of facing this tower here that you're going to see rallied for the next 5 minutes. Luckily, how we were faced this tower, we actually were kind of close enough to where if people reinforced the rally by jumping through bases, that was the closest to the rally. Even if people were waiting for those troops and they tried to swarm them down, they would get some hits in, but they didn't get any skill drops off. And that kind of just neglects any of the massive damage that you're trying to deal here. So, not being able to get skill drops off on these troops joining the rally kind of makes this very manageable. Not only that, they had a T5 player, I think 80 million or something, kind of holding this tower. So, the thing is, we got pushed back from our outpost. We didn't get pushed to our village, but we did get pushed off our outpost. We got pushed off ruins. And I didn't think that we had this, right? I didn't think that we'd be able to break this tower, but I thought, why not try? And not only that, we could just take advantage of this to kind of milk some points, milk some good trades, and milk some good kills here. And you will actually see that in the reports because we traded really well. And this is attributed, like I said, to the fact that we had kind of rallied into a much weaker, player, and we were able to just kind of reinforce this without any problems, and just made the overall situation well. We do end up canceling later, and this was attributed to the fact that I saw their one of their T6 guys kind of waddled down here. He took over garrison captain. I knew that our trades weren't going to be as good because of that, so I just decided, I'm gonna back off. And I think he recalls later, so we do end up getting a little more rally off. But there wasn't really much to be had here. Like I said, just we're going for some good trades. They do try to swarm the rally or hit the rally a few times. And the thing is, unless you're like a really strong player here, hitting into my T6, pretty decent technology rally, it just doesn't work. Swarming it as a T5 player isn't going to be favorable. They're not dropping it fast enough. This rally is being kept topped off basically the whole time. So it's not really a problem for us. But yeah, there wasn't really much more to be said about this island. It was pretty fun to me. I had a good, enjoyable time. I do think that rain, like I said, were formidable, and that was a big GG to these guys. So I do appreciate them for the good fight. And that's really it. You'll see some reports here and stuff, but yeah, there really wasn't much left to this island. It was really just run this rally, let's fill it, and let's see how long we can last. But yeah, you'll see the report in a second. I will just stop my audio here. I do appreciate you guys as always though for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this month around kind of island videos. I didn't have a lot. And yeah, that is it to the video. Here are the reports for the first one. There will be another one. This was pretty disgusting. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys, like I said, as always. And you guys have an amazing day or night, though. And we'll see you guys in the next one. And that is it to the video. And yeah, peace. You guys have a great one.